Okay, I'm back. Just wanted to do a quick video on some basic usage for CV Tracker. Hopefully everyone that downloads it will be able to install their copy. I'm finding that there's some issues, unfortunately, with some users on the Atari Age forum, so sorry about that. I hope that majority of you will be able to install this. I'll continue to research some of the issues, but not sure what's going on. As you can see, it's running on this Windows 7 laptop just fine. All I did was just download the usual files and install them the way I mentioned on my website. I'll probably end up doing an install video just to be safe. But anyways, wanted to give a quick breakdown of how some of this stuff works here to hopefully get a couple people up and running. So when you first launch it, if you were starting a new song, song name, you can just type in whatever test song. Sorry, I really need to get a camera, a screen capture software package. But anyways, then down here you'll see pattern length. That's how many patterns you'll have down here. Right now, so 32, that would mean there's going to be 32. And then right here is your pattern number. You can have a maximum of 8 patterns. Each pattern will have a different set of whatever your length is. So if you had an 8 in your pattern, right here, you can have up to 8 different 32 you can have 8 different pages of 32 notes. Might not seem like a lot, but it really does allow you to generate some pretty nice music and some fairly long stuff. Really, if you're careful with it, tempo is the speed of how many lines down. In a lot of my videos, I'm probably going to refer to these as ticks. Each one of these lines right here, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, I'm going to refer to each one of those as a tick. So as time is ticking and it's playing, you're going to see it tick down one line at a time as it's playing the notes. So that will come in later. But anyways, note entry is pretty simple. Put the cursor wherever you want. As you notice, and then just hit, whatever the note is that you want in there. You'll notice they all start with a 1. That's octave 1. If you use the numeric keypad over here, on your computer, if you're on a C1 and you want to change it to a C3, just press the 3 up. I got hit unlock. Press the key from 1 through 5, and that will change the octave to make the note much higher. So if I play that back. Okay, well, not the most exciting thing, but that was the song there. Okay, so that's basically how that works. That's how you put notes in there. You have 3 channels to play with. So you can see there's voice 1, voice 2, voice 3. This is your mute. This disables the voice, so you want to have them checked. By default, they're checked. In this current version right now, the noise is not activated. It doesn't really do anything yet. I'm still coding that part in, but all the sample songs I've included sound actually pretty nice without using any of the noise channel effects, which would be nice to add sooner or later. And also here you're going to see 3 white boxes on each one of these lines. The middle box, please ignore. I'm going to take it away. It was for testing. Up here I cross-reference what the stuff is, so you can see that this column is the note column. This column here is your instrument column. Instruments are over here. You can have, I think I set it up for like 10 or so instruments, and each instrument you can give it a unique name. Like say here you can call it, I don't know, for like lead voice, and then right here is where you have the each instrument consists of 15 values. 1 is the loudest sound, 15 is silent, that means the sound is off. By default I populate it with a 1 and then a whole bunch of 15s, so you're going to get a quick blip. But if I take this and I start typing in some numbers, or I'm going to type in some numbers that will start out higher and then work their way lower, and when I do that and hit play, see it changed the way the sound works now, which is kind of neat. So anyways, that's how that works. So hopefully that gives you a quick, and then right there, simply to change your instruments, just go up and enter new values, and then you can, go back and see there. So there's the one. By default, what I do is I assign, if you don't put any instrument number in here, it assumes all channels are number 1 for their instrument. And basically what you do is that guarantees that you're going to get instrument 1. So when I do that, that assigns instrument 1. So what I can do is, if I click over here and I change that to a 2, 2 is actually a undefined instrument. Well, it's defined, but all it's going to give you is that 1 with a whole bunch of 15, so that will go back to that blip sound stuff. So there we go. Let's scroll all the way back up here. Okay. So anyways, that kind of gives you a quick idea how some of this stuff works, hopefully. And we will put a 1 back there. So, again, just kind of give you a quick idea how some of this stuff works. But hopefully that'll give you an idea of that. And by the way, the other thing is with your patterns. So by the way, with instruments, it's a little silly. You need to have commas separating all of these. And you'll see the way whenever you restart CV Tracker, you'll see a default instrument loaded in there anyway, so you'll always remember how it works. Sequences are a little bit different. Say I had 3 different sequences defined, each with its own set of different notes down here. And if I wanted to play sequence 1, then sequence 2, then sequence 3, I would just type in the numbers in that order. So there's no commas, no spaces. And if you load any of the demo songs, you'll see, like for example, if I load the Mario World Overworld song, you'll see here, there's all the patterns in the proper order to play the song back. Yeah, this one's actually set at 31, and if I hit play, as you can hear, it's just fine. One of the other features I did add is I added a mixed mode, so it does the MIDI as well as the Coleco at the same time. Okay, well, anyways, hopefully that will give you enough to know what you're doing. The other thing also, by the way, is when you're plugging notes in here, use this toggle over here, this checkbox. It will show you what the keys equal. So if I wanted to put a C sharp in my note data over here, C sharp, when I click this, really means it's the S key on the keyboard. So you'll see, Z, S, it's, that's how I map all the keys. And then when you want to change octave, just remember, highlight the note. And in this case, this note is a C3. If I wanted to change it to a C1, just hit the one on the numeric keyboard, and that changes the octave. Okay, I know it's a quick crash course on this. I will give better tutorial videos later, and hopefully with proper screen capture and software to make things a lot clearer. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.